Hi Libra, how's it going? I hope you're doing awesome today. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross spread. So I'm going to pull 10 cards plus an oracle card from this deck. This is the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor, in case anyone is interested. If any of your cards come out reversed, it just means you're getting extra protection from spirit. People can show up in your reading. Kings, queens, knights, or pages. They either represent you or someone in your life or a situation. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Just take what resonates and ignore the rest. Spirit, can I have one card for Libra, please? So your first card out is third chakra, Archangel Shamuel. So I'll just leave that there, and we'll look at that at the very end, okay? And then now we'll pull your 10 Celtic Cross messages. I'll pull all the energy, and then we'll go through them individually. So you have the Fool. You have the Five of Swords reversed, Ace of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and there'll be a summary underneath the video if you want to read more about the reading. Three of Pentacles reversed, the Lovers reversed, Two of Wands reversed, Four of Swords, Ace of Wands reversed, and the Six of Swords reversed. Excellent. Okay, so let's start with your first card. You got the Fool. I'll just leave this right here, if you can see it there. This card represents your current situation. This is a major arcana, the first of the major arcanas. This card's all about beginnings, going on an adventure, a fresh start. It could be travel for some of you. It could represent taking risks, being spontaneous, having a free spirit. It's a card of innocence and freedom, starting a new cycle, a clean slate. This card is about having faith and trust, having a lot of courage, being open. It can represent a lack of commitment, foolishness, carelessness, being spontaneous. It's the beginning of something, a new beginning. Okay, and then what's crossing you or what's challenging you, or it could be what you're celebrating, is the Five of Swords. And it came out reversed, so extra protection from spirit. The Five of Swords is represented by let me just think of something. Something was coming up here. No, okay. So the Five of Swords is represented by Aquarius, came out reversed, so extra protection from spirit. This card can have few different meanings, so just take how it resonates. It can be a card of reconciliation. So maybe you're reconciling with someone, or you want to, or Spirit's telling you that you need to. It can be resentment, a desire to forgive, a desire to reconcile. It's a card of resolution. Maybe you're compromising. It's a card of compromise. Could also be a card of revenge. Revenge, regret, remorse. Some of you are cutting losses. It can represent past resentment. Some of you are making amends. It can represent moving on. Again, risking everything. This can kind of go hand in hand with the Fool card. You're overcoming challenges, you're ending conflict, you're surrendering to challenges, or Spirit is telling you to surrender to challenges. And I just pulled the daily message, and that's what the message was to surrender. If you're facing an obstacle, it's about being held accountable, but it's also about not heeding warnings and releasing stress and moving on, peaceful resolution, being relentless, communicating. It's a card of communication and compromise. And then your foundation message is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords came out upright, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So, Libra, this card is about mental clarity. It's about making the correct decision. It's a card of justice and reason, having a sharp mind, experiencing some kind of breakthrough. This card can also represent never surrendering, so take that as it resonates with you, okay? You're going in a new direction. You have a lot of strength, vision, force. This card represents the truth, new beginnings again, beginnings and endings, being assertive, having a new idea. It's a card of concentration, making new plans. Again, communication is coming up here, having hope. It's a card of victory, starting a new project. It's a card of authority, really being able to concentrate, the ability to concentrate, clear thinking, having mental clarity. Reason. It's a card of reason. And then your fourth card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is Taurus energy. So this card is about working really hard, persevering, being diligent, growing, things coming to fruition, your hard work paying off. It's a card of rewards, seeing results. It's a card of patience, planning, questioning, resting after work. So is this card here. This card is talking about resting after working really hard too, the Four of Swords. So make a note of that for sure. Redirecting your efforts. For some of you, you're approaching retirement. This card is talking about long-term view and sustainable results. It can represent the manifestation of your goals or ideas. It's telling you to finish what you started. You're taking stock, you're reviewing, you're nurturing. It's a card of gestation and investment. Being at a crossroads. Payouts, inheritance, it can represent. And then your immediate future, what's likely to happen very soon in your life. You have the Three of Pentacles reversed, Capricorn energy. This card is about working alone, having no goals, no determination. It's a card of apathy, not learning from mistakes or an unwillingness to learn. There's a lack of growth. Lack of teamwork, poor work ethic, being disorganized, poor motivation, some kind of conflict, competition, misalignment, no dedication, no motivation. It can represent a lack of cohesion, disorganized group conflict, truancy. Disharmony, some kind of misalignment. And then the outcome that you desire most in your situation is the Lover's card. This is a major arcana, came out reverse, so extra protection from Spirit with this message, this situation. This is Gemini energy. The Lovers reverse again. Some kind of disharmony is going on. One-sidedness. Conflict again. There's a lack of accountability. A misalignment again. Spirit is bringing up a misalignment of values. It's a card of detachment, indecision, being disconnected, having trust issues. This card is telling you to focus on self-love. There's a loss of balance here, an imbalance. And then your self-image, how you see yourself. You have the Two of Wands, and it came out reversed. So the Two of Wands is represented by Aries. This is indecision again. Indecision is coming up. Avoiding a risk is coming up. Bad planning is coming up. You're overanalyzing something. There's a fear of change. You're playing it safe. Bad planning. You're avoiding risks. Focus on your inner alignment and your personal goals. Some of you are choosing the safest option. There's self-doubt. For some, it could represent canceled travel or delayed travel. It's a card of a lack of planning or a fear of the unknown. It's a card of disappointment, indecisiveness. You're deciding not to go, or you're being held back. It could represent a surprise. It could represent fear or trouble. And then your environment or how others see you in your situation, Four of Swords. So this is about that, taking a rest, right? Being in self-protection mode. This is Libra energy. Rest, restoration, contemplation, regrouping, meditating, relaxing, recuperating. Again, Spirit is telling you here to have faith. Have faith. Rebuilding your strength. Again, you're planning for the future. You're retreating. Some of you are being held in a suspended state. You're withdrawing. You're needing solitude. This is a card again of fear, anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed. Spirit is saying, have faith, okay? You're receiving spiritual support. This card represents spiritual support. You will get, this card is about relief from anxieties, okay? For some, it could be hospitalization, spiritual counseling. And then your hopes and fears, what you hope for and or fear the most in your situation. You have the Ace of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. This is confusion. This is delays, boredom, experiencing some kind of creative block. Things are slow. You're hesitant. This card could represent missed opportunities, confusion. There's a lack of initiative, a lack of assertiveness, a lack of direction, a lack of enthusiasm. There's a lack of action, a lack of spark or fun, a lack of growth. Receiving disappointing news. This could represent canceled travel, feeling stuck, wasted talent or wasted potential. There may be, for some of you, pregnancy issues or infertility, a lack of energy, a lack of passion, some kind of block. But there is an idea emerging. Feeling like your joy is clouded. And then the outcome, if all is to remain as is, you have the Six of Swords reversed, Aquarius energy, feeling overwhelmed, feeling trapped, running away from problems, changing plans, or abandoning plans. But Spirit is saying you need to stand your ground, okay? Look for ways to rebalance your life. You are healing slowly. Again, this is a card of delay, feeling stuck. There's a lack of progress. Spirit is saying that some of you this card could represent a proposal of love, a confession or a declaration, going through a personal transition. Travel might be canceled or disrupted. There may be unresolved issues. Some of you are stuck in the past. It's a card of instability, feeling trapped, overwhelmed, resisting transition. A declaration. Stand your ground. And then your oracle card is number 37. You got a message from Archangel Shamuel, and he's focusing on the third chakra. This card is all about emotions of desire and life force energy. The powerful Archangel Shamuel is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the center of your life force energy. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. This card indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. That's really exciting. This is a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so Spirit is saying go for it. And the affirmation with this card is, my third chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. I radiate a bright and vibrant life force energy. I feel excitement for all that I do. So that is your message, Libra. I hope you received some guidance from those today. Thank you for letting me channel them. I'm sending you lots of love and strength. I'll see you next time. Bye.